Hello guys, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching this video. Any likes or comments or subscribe from your side will be really a big support for me. Thanks a lot. This is the third video of the CSS Simply from A to Z tutorial. In the first two videos, we have learned how we can start with CSS and HTML, how we can use different colors, and how we can use IDs and classes in CSS. So if you don't know that, you can simply go back and watch the first two videos. In this video, we want to talk about the borders, about padding, and about margins in CSS and what they are and how we can use them. So let's go. For that, we go to the Visual Studio Code and we go to our CSS file. And here we just try to set a border for our tags. To set a border for our tags, we have an option, and this option is border style. So border style, I click on it. After that, it gives us some options for our border. For example, we select solid. And for the next one, border style again, I try to use a different style for borders so that we can see the difference between that. So for the second one, we say dashed, and for the third one, border style dot, for example, and for this one, we have, for example, inset border style. So with the use of border style, as I said, you can set border for your tag. Okay, now we have different border styles, and we save our project and we go to the browser and we check how it will be. So for saving, as I said, you can just press Ctrl and S on your keyboard, or you can go to File, and here you have the save options and you can save your project. Now we go to the browser and I make a refresh. You see that our tags have now a border. But the problem is that the border is from the left side to the right side of the page. Why it's happened? It is because in our HTML file we have used this tag h1, and h1 belongs to the block tag. I will talk about these topics in the next videos. Base tags will take the whole of the web page from the left side to the right side, and because of that, the border will also be from the left to the right side. But we can change the width of this tag. So we change the width of the tag so that it will be a little bit better. To change the width, you just type simply width, and after that you give a size for that. In this case, we say 400, because we want that all of our tags have the same size. So I just make a copy paste of this, and after that we check again how it will be, and I save the project, go to browser, and I make a refresh, and this time the borders are a little bit smaller. So with the use of border style and a value, you can set a border for your tags. Now suppose that we want to change the size of the border, for example. For that, we go back to our CSS file. For changing the size, we have border width. We have this option, border width, and after that we give a number in pixel. It is up to you what you give here. In inch can you also, but I just use pixel here. And for the the third one, again, border width, this time 10 pixel. And for the third one, also border width, this time 50 pixel. I just use different sizes so that we can see the difference also better. And border width, 20 pixel, for example. For the last one, we gave a border width of 25 pixel. Okay, I save it, the project, by pressing Ctrl and S, and I go to the browser and I refresh. Now you see that we have different sizes and different styles for our borders, and here is the difference between the border styles that you see. Okay, so with the use of one more time, with the use of border style, you can set a style. With the use of border width, you can set a width for your border. And for example, we want now in this case, if you give only one size for the border width, the tag, all of the borders of the tag will get this size. Here is the border top, here is the border right, you should know that, and here is the border bottom, and here is the border left. If you give only one size, all of the tags, all of the borders will get that size. But suppose that we want to have different sizes for our for the border of our tag. For that, we say again border width, but this time we don't give the border width like here. We say the border top width, for example, border top width. So I just delete this one. Okay, border top width will be 10 pixel, for example, and border bottom width will be 50 pixel, for example. Now we check what happens. I just unsave it, go to browser and make a refresh. You see that the sorry, you see that the border top has a size and the border bottom has another size. The size are different. Here is 10 pixels and here is 50 pixels, because we have here different we have defined here different borders. Okay, for the second one, I want to show you something else. You can also say just simply border, and after that you can give two different sizes, 8 pixel, for example, and 60 pixel. What happened right now is, if you give only two numbers, two sizes for the border, the top border and the bottom border will get the first one, the first size, and the right border and the left border will get the second one. So I save it, we go to browser, refresh. For which of these borders we have? For the second one. Okay, because it is because it's dashed, so you cannot see it so correctly. We just set for the third one. Here I got it and I paste it here. Now save it, we go back to the browser, we make a refresh, and it will not be changed. The problem is border, sorry, I made a mistake here, border width must be like that. And after that, you see that, so yeah, the style is not so good for this option, so we cut and paste it here again. I just want that you see the difference so better. For example, here you see that the top border and the bottom border has a size, and the right border and the left border has another size, and these are the size that we have gave here. For example, if you change them one more time, 26, we go back and we make a refresh, you see it will be bigger. Like this, you can set different sizes for your border. For example, and if you don't, if you give only one size, as I said, all the borders will get this size. So now you can, like this, set the width of the border. But if you want, for example, have different sizes for different borders, I mean, for different sizes for the 4 borders. In this case, we gave the first one 5 pixels, we give another size, and we give again another size, and again another size. So in this case, the top border will be 5 pixels, the right will be 25, the bottom border will be 8 pixels, and the left will be 30 pixels. We save our project and we go to the browser. As you see, it will be like this change: bottom, top, right, bottom. I change the button. Now you see that it will be like this, it will be changed. So now you can, with the use of border widths, set different sizes for your border. You can also change the border color. For example, border top color, we say red, and border, for example, bottom color blue or green or green yellow, and I save the project. We see what happens. You see that the top border is red color and the bottom is green, and like this you can also change the color of the border anywhere you want. The other thing about the border is that if you want to have round borders, for example, border radius, for that you can use border radius. Border radius make the borders round. We say border radius 20 pixels. I save the project and we check what happened right now. You see that the borders will be rounded. So with the use of border radius, you can round the border. You can also have, for example, border top right radius. For example, here will be 20 pixels. In this case, only the border on the top and on the right side will be round as much as 20 pixels. So if I save it and I go back to browser, you see that here only this border is rounded. So it is about the borders. The next topic is about the padding and margins. First, we talked about margins. Margins, what is margin? With the use of margin, you can set a distance between 2 tags. With the use of margin, you can set a distance between your tags, either between the tags or between the tag and the body. So we test it right now. For example, for the last one, we say margin left, margin from the left side. Margin from the left side will be this pixel, for example, 45. We save it, we go to the browser, we refresh, you see that the tag will be as much as 45 pixel wide from the left side. Or you can have margin top. For example, margin top will be 20 pixel. What happened right now is that the tag margin type 30 pixel. Refresh. You see, it comes a little bit to the downside, and now this distance is 30 pixels. So with the use of the margin, you can set distances between your tag with other tags or with the body. And the next one is padding. So we just type here padding, and I tell you what the difference is. For example, padding left, we say 50 pixel for this one, for the 1, 2, 3, for the third tag, and I just save it. We go to the browser and we make a refresh. You see that here the tag is now 50 pixel wide from its border. So the difference between margin and padding is that, so I tried for the first one, the style, the border style of the first one is a little bit better, so you can see the difference also better. Okay, padding left 20 pixel, for example, and I save it, and we go to the browser. You see that here sorry, you see that here now we have 20 pixel distance here. So the use of padding, the distance between the two tags does not change. Here the distance between the tag and the body does not change, but the distance here in the tag itself will be changed. So the padding, you can use padding to set a distance between the tag content and its own border. But with the use of margin, you can set a distance between the tag with other tags. So that is the difference between the margin and padding. The one thing that I have forgot to tell you is that you also can remove one of these borders. For example, we say border top, for example. After that you type none, and if you save your project and go to the browser, you see that this tag does not have any border from the top side. With the use of that, you can also delete the borders. So guys, that's it. It is everything about the borders. How, one more time, you can use the border style to set a border, and you can, with the use of border widths, you can change the width of the border. And yeah, with the use of padding and margin, you can set distances between your tag and other tags, or the content of the tag with other tags. So I hope that you liked it. I just think if I have forgot anything else about the borders, about the tags or not. So I think it will be everything about this topic. Okay guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. In the next videos we talk about other topics in CSS, and as I said, CSS is very nice and is very interesting and make our job nice. Thanks for watching.